and Savior Jesus the Christ. Amen. So, here's a song, and I'm going to sing it through once, and then you guys can sing it with me. Fair enough? Pretty simple. If I can sing it, it's pretty simple. All right. It goes like this. It's amazing. It's amazing. I am a friend of God. I am a friend of God. I am a friend of God. He calls me friend. Pretty simple, right? I sped it up so that you guys can keep up with me, all right? So it's pretty simple. It's amazing. It's amazing. I am a friend of God. I am a friend of God. I am a friend of God. He calls me friend. Right? God is our friend. He knows us more intimately than any friend that we have. And it is amazing. And it is amazing. Wherever we go, whoever we sit with, we take and share Christ with everyone, right? When we sit, when we do our business, when we are sitting in a restaurant, when we're sitting at a banquet, we come and celebrate Christ, right? Right? Or is it we're jealous of other people and where they're sitting? I didn't get to sit at the head table, and I'm upset by it. What do you think? I know that I've shared some stories with you, but I've had an opportunity to sit at tables with senators, congressmen, ambassadors. It's nothing to be jealous of. Actually, conversation's usually pretty boring, actually. But in one circumstance I would like to share with you, I was sitting at a table with a 4-star general. So Nina suggested I didn't explain it as well as I should have. If you think about the CEO of 3M, or, that's the kind of person I'm talking about. It's the highest rank that you can achieve within the military. There's only a few of them. There's only been a few of them. So 4-star general. So I walk into this event, and this event is to honor children who have terminal illness. We were calling them heroes, child heroes, that kind of vision, to inspire them to come. And we are also inviting their family to care for them, who cared for them. So I walked in, and of course, when there's a 4-star general there, usually you have all these other people who want to be with him. Right? So 3 stars, 2 stars, 1. There was the array. The whole of the stars were there. And when I walked in, they were all working furiously on their Apple phone or their BlackBerry or whatever, because, they were there, but they were not there. How often have you walked into a banquet and you're there, but the people are not there with you? So as I walked in, usually this is something to be said about people in leadership positions. They're usually notoriously late. So I saw his wife. She had come to my worship service. And he had as well. So his name is General Carlson. I won't keep you in suspense. General Carlson, you can look him up. He was the commander of Air Force Materiel Command, and we were stationed together at Wright-Patterson. Anyway, came in, and again, he's short guy. Anyway, so I was looking for him, couldn't see him, so I went up and I saw his wife and said, "Hey, where's the general?" And she said, "Oh, he is there." And I looked, and he was kneeling down, this person of great authority. He was kneeling down talking to the child, one of the children we were honoring. And then I saw him get up and he walked to the next child. And he knelt down. was talking to him. That's unusual. For he was there, and he wanted to honor those children. He was there, wanting them to know how special. So he came and sat down and said, "Hey, General, how are you?" And he said, "Hey, Chaplain, hey." We had a little conversation. Of course, as I said, it's nothing different than you had in kindergarten. You know, it's the same conversation over and over again. You know, how are you? How's the weather? You know, what's good, what's bad? So after I gave my invocation, I gave a prayer, and he stood up and he got up in front of the people, and I'm like, "Where's his notes? You know, where's the book that he has?" And he stood up and he's talked about these children. As if he knew them. He talked about the family that was supporting them, celebrating what they were doing in support. And as he spoke, I celebrated, because I knew I was in an honored place, a place of honor. Because he cared, because he loved, because he came with a vision for those people. What makes this a place of honor for you? Jesus walks into this banquet and he takes a look, and they're watching him closely, and he's watching them closely. That's a wonderful twist. They're watching him, and he's watching them. And he talks about choosing your seat. But it's more than that. It's about where you're seated and where and who you encounter when you sit. Why did you choose the pew you're in? And why are you sitting next to the person in that pew?
If you watch the replay.
Is it because you love that person? Is it because they make your life better? Is it an honored position? Is it a place of honor for you? I was in that same assignment. I was at another event, and yes, it was another event with all the stars. And I had an opportunity to sit at the table. I was at the head table, and I was sitting there, and the person at the Air Force Museum said, "Hey, we don't have enough tables. Can someone help us set up some tables?" So I said, "Of course." I think I was the lowest ranking person there, and that's not why I did it, but I got up anyway, and I started setting up tables. And, you know, this person said from behind me, "Hey, I'll help you." I said, "Awesome." So we started setting up tables. And he's talking to me, and I'm going, "Hey, yeah. I'm really not looking up because I'm just trying to align the tables and set them in the right spot." We had more than you could believe in this building. Anyway, we're setting it up, and I kind of glance up, and there's something hanging around his neck. It's odd. Wears, you can't wear jewelry in the uniform. I mean, you can't, so kind of had me thinking, so I'm going, what? So I looked a little closer, and this young man who was helping me was a Medal of Honor winner. Now my wife, she said I didn't explain this very well either last night. So a Medal of Honor winner is the highest award you can receive for actions in combat. It's the highest honor you can receive as a military person. And there's so few of them, there's a book that holds every name of every Medal of Honor winner in our nation. And he was in that book. But you see, the medal didn't define him. He defined the medal. Let me say it again for you so you have some clarity. The medal didn't define him. He defined the medal. He didn't ask for the seat of honor. He didn't ask for these places. Rather, he was willing to step forward and serve. Step forward and continue to sacrifice in his life. To say that life still had meaning, still had power, still was worth living and honoring other people. Is that what your life's about? Is that what your life's about? When you sit with your friends, when you sit with people you don't know, are you hoping that you can bring Jesus into the conversation and help them to know the Savior of the world that honored us by giving his life? Who honored us by being, that is with us in this meal that we celebrate every worship service. I pray that you'll see the people you sit next to as something to be honored, something to be celebrated. Jesus goes on to say, when you have a banquet, invite everybody, because you're not doing it to get repaid. How many of you have been at a meal knowing that you had to repay it? Don't raise your hand. You know, someone invited you over and said, oh my gosh, I got to invite them now to my house. And I don't want it, or something worse. You know. This week I received a phone call, and the phone call went something like this. Hey, is this Pastor John? I said, yeah, this is Pastor John. I said, hey, can I come by and talk to you? He said, well, who is this? He goes, well, I'm not a member of your congregation. I said, okay. He said, is it okay if I stop by? What do you think? They're not a member of the congregation. That's what he kept saying. Well, I'm not a member of the congregation. And I kept saying, come on down. And he kept saying it. You know, I don't know if you have the time for me. I said, I got time. How about right now? He said, you know, I'm not a member of your congregation. I said, yeah, I got it. He said, yeah, well, you know, I'm going through a hard time. I said, yeah, just stop by. Just stop by. So we walked in and we went through the same conversation. You know, I'm not a member of your congregation. You know, I haven't been to worship yet, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, great. Tell me what your problem is. I'm thinking about taking my life, is what he said. When people seek you out, they're doing it because they honor you. When people seek you out to be a part of their life, they want you to be there because you're important. Because you have value. Because you're loved. Jesus comes today to say that wisely. He wants you to be a part of his life. He wants to be a part of your life. He wants you to open you up to what is honorable in this world. His love, his hope, his grace, his vision for you. And brothers and sisters in Christ, it's amazing. all God's children.